So I'm telling you something which is the mind, the brain must be completely free of prejudice, of opinion, of belief, of all the things thought as put together in the brain. You understand this? Now, is that possible? Are you following? A professor, a scientist, if he wants to discover something new, naturally he can't keep on repeating his old knowledge, which is absolutely useless. He wants to discover, he wants to find something fresh, not put together by thought. So, first, to learn, which is not mere accumulation of knowledge, the mind must be free to observe. That is, the mind must, though it has got tremendous knowledge, must be capable, have the subtlety, have the energy to set it aside and be free so that it has an insight. Your insight into what is actually going on. You understand my question? Do you follow? Am I explaining things clearly? If not, please tell me, I'll go over it in different ways. We live in the past, and therefore we are always destroying the present. The past modifies itself in the present and becomes the future, but is still the past. Right? I wonder if you're following all this. Please. So, our life, our daily life is based on a routine. Going to the office for the next 50 years, just think of it. And tradition, your sexual habits, your loneliness, all that is part of this enormous accumulation of knowledge. And from that knowledge, which is the past, we are acting. Now, the speaker is saying there is an action which is not of the past. That implies a mind, a brain, that has put aside all remembrance. I'll show you how to, I'll go into it and you will capture the meaning of it. No remembrance, and therefore is capable of observing instantly and acting instantly. The very observation is the action. Not I have learned and then act. Therefore, that implies a time interval. In that time interval, all other factors enter. Therefore, in that interval, there's contradiction, there's pain, and so on, and so on. Whereas what we are saying is to have insight into the whole structure of my consciousness, of your consciousness. I'm going to go into it. To have an insight into your whole consciousness And that very insight is the action which dispels the content of consciousness, which makes up consciousness. I hope you understand all this. I doubt it. Look, sirs, what is action in your life? If you look at it, I'm sorry, go back to it, I must, till this is absolutely clear. It's based on memory, on knowledge, or a motive based on some self-interest and so on, so on. So what? So knowledge has its place. And in relationship with each other, has knowledge any place at all? It's very important to find out. Which means, in relationship there is mere memory. Is memory, remembrance, love? When you say, my wife, it's a remembrance. You have the image of her, or the husband, or the girl, you have an image of her. That remembrance is the outcome of past incidents, experiences, memory. And so in relationship where there is memory, there cannot be love. Logically. So, we are saying to have an insight is not a continuation of memory or remembrance. I'm going to explain what that means. Our brain, I'm not a specialist on brain. I watched it. Once if you watch it, and if you watch, you don't have to pick up a single book. You know it all, you can see it all yourself. Our brains have the capacity to register. Register an incident, an event, a happening, an insult, a flattery, a hurt. It has the capacity to register as computer. As long as that computer is in operation, there is no sense of freedom to observe. Please listen to this. If the brain is registering and therefore retaining it as memory and acting from that memory, then that action is born from the past. That's logic, that's so. And so, that between the action and the past there is an interval. Therefore there is conflict. Therefore there is adjustment. And a sense of constant struggle to approximate. Now, can the brain, please listen to this, give 2 minutes concentration or attention. Can the brain register only what is necessary and nothing else? What is necessary is your physical needs. What is necessary is to have knowledge to act in daily life. Where you live, what language you speak, how to drive a car, how to design a house, and so on. Or design a war, a machine to kill other people. All that. That is the function of the brain to register. And we said, register only what is necessary. And psychologically, don't register anything. Try it. Do it. Because that is where the trouble begins. I am attached to you, psychologically, inwardly, because you give me money, you are my this or that, you give me satisfaction, comfort, sex, and this or that. I'm attached to you, psychologically. So, the attachment is totally unnecessary, whereas the other is necessary. You follow all this? So can you see the importance of keeping knowledge in its right place and psychologically having no knowledge at all? We go into it, so you don't understand all this. There's a great deal of fun in this if you go into it. So your brain is capable of registering what is necessary, and psychologically nothing. So the brain is free. You understand? Because it has settled what is necessary. Not extravagantly necessary, what is necessary. And psychologically, it has no content. You don't see the beauty of it. And so the brain, then, being free, can perceive instantly and act. The very perception is action.